Hi guys, my name is Kayla. Welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I am going to be filming a storytime video because I've been getting a lot of requests to do actually a storytime video, and I really would love to do storytime videos, but the problem is that I do not have a lot of stories. But today I actually came up with an idea, I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I think I can film this video. There are many reasons why I didn't film this video earlier, because I was actually kind of scared of what people's reaction might be to this video, but just a little disclaimer before I actually start talking. The people that have anything to do with this video or anything, the people I'm talking about, I mean no hate against you now. Back then I didn't. It's just a funny and awkward story that I'm about to tell you guys. So no hate towards anybody. This is a really funny video. I hope you guys enjoy, and this is the story of my first real relationship. So this story takes place back in 5th grade, and 5th grade was seriously the most awkwardest stage of my life. I was trying to figure out who I wanted to be for middle school and high school. I was super obsessed with duct tape making. Like, I would make wallets and purses and bags, everything out of duct tape, and I would just dress awkwardly. I wore the same Nike sweatshirt every day because I loved it, and the only way I was actually kind of popular was because of the duct tape thing. People would know me for, you know, doing duct tape, and they would pay me and they would want me to make them this stuff for them. I wasn't really popular back then, and I still am not popular now, so nothing has really changed. So in 5th grade, just at the beginning of the year, I started to like this kid, and I'm not gonna name his name, I'm just gonna call him Brian. So I started to like this kid Brian, and I'm one of those girls where I'd like you for about 1 to 2 months, and if I really like you for 1 to 2 months, then I know I actually really do like you. And I'll try to talk to you and just be awkward about it because I was super awkward. I started to like this kid Brian, and back in 5th grade, we didn't switch classes. We stayed in the same classroom for the whole day. This is when we had like assigned seats, and we sat like next to each other and stuff, and tables, and it happened to be that I was placed right next to Brian. So I was like, awesome, I get to talk to him, I get to find out who he is. But the problem was, he ended up liking this girl, Katie, let's call her. And Katie happened to be my best friend. Well, when I say best friend, we hung out almost every day. We talked to each other about everything. So since me and Brian were like partners and we sat next to each other, we would always pass notes while the teacher was talking or trying to perform a lesson. I felt like a rebel when I did that because I was like, oh my god, I'm passing notes, I'm gonna get in trouble. It turns out I got in trouble, and that's like a whole other video because it was a super embarrassing moment when I did get in trouble because I had to read the note out loud. But we were exchanging notes, and what happened was that he kept on like asking me questions about this girl Katie, and of course I would answer them truthfully because I'm a good person and I don't want to lie and say that she's a bad person because she isn't. It turns out that I got super jealous of Katie because Brian liked Katie. Brian was a super smart boy, and he came up with a typical boy plan that he wanted to date me in order to get closer to Katie. So what happened one day, it was, I believe, like, it was during the week. School ended and I went to CVS with my mom. Walking around, and I literally had my phone in my hand like this, and I was just walking around with my phone. Like, I couldn't get my eyes off of my phone. And there was a reason why I couldn't stop staring at my phone. Brian DM'd me on Instagram. This is when like DMing was like a huge thing. It was like when it first came out, and we were like, yeah, let's DM, let's not text, let's DM. So we DM'd each other through Instagram, and he used like a really cheesy line to ask me out, because he knew that this was gonna last for a long time. So he wasn't like, you want to go out with me? He said something like, I think like, you want to be mine, or something cheesy like that. And desperate, gullible girl I was back then, of course I said yes. And he was all happy, I was all happy. Well, at least he pretended that he was happy. And then came the next morning of school. Talk about awkward. So the next day at school, I seriously couldn't look at him in the eye. I felt so weird being around him. I was like, this is awkward. We made like super weird eye contact like throughout the whole day, but we seriously didn't talk to each other once. I was that girl who would like tell everybody that I was dating him, and I was like, yeah, he's my boyfriend now. Like, oh my god, like, we're dating. we weren't. Like, really, technically it wasn't even like a relationship, because that exact night he did the same exact thing to ask me out. He DM'd me and he said he thought this wasn't gonna work out.
It's not you, it's me.
You're giving me the "it's not you, it's me" routine?
So that's what happened. We technically broke up. Even though we were together for less than a day, it's kind of sad and pathetic how desperate I was back then that I would even go with the plan. A whole other story, you know, after this whole thing happened, I got really jealous of this girl, Katie, and I felt really bad. We got into a huge fight and it kind of, you know, departed us, and today we aren't as close as, you know, we were back then, but we still talk. But, you know, it was a phase in my life where I kind of regret all of the things I did, and of course I'll always regret things I did, but it's actually great to learn, because I learned a lesson on being in a relationship, even though it technically didn't count. But today I'm happy. I don't have a boyfriend, and technically I don't need a boyfriend. I'm in 8th grade. I have a lot of things ahead of me. You know, I have high school, everything. Of course I like boys, of course I like a guy, but that doesn't mean I'm in a relationship, and that doesn't mean I can't get a guy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I hated it. No, I'm kidding. But I hope you guys really did like this video. If you want to see more story times, please tell me, because I really want to know more videos you guys want to see, because I'm technically running out of ideas, and it's super bad how bad I'm running out of ideas. So I need you guys to help me. Please help me. Remember, you guys are all beautiful inside and out. And for all the girls who are watching this video, don't ever did what I did. Like, don't go after a guy knowing that one day he liked your best friend, but now he likes you, because it isn't going to work out, and you're going to be left with a broken heart. And just for all the guys watching it, if you have a girlfriend, go tell her you like her, go tell her you love her, whatever. Just show her that she's special. And if you like somebody, go ask them out. You know, that was like my last video, you know. If you guys want to see my last video, the link will be in the description box. I love you guys so much. Remember, good vibes equals good souls. I'll see you all in another one of my videos. Bye.